So this video is for the reapplicants. The question is, it's also for potential new applicants, but I think it applies mostly to reapplicants because obviously you've been burned the first time, and there has to be reasons that you've been burned. Some of them known to you, which you should fix and work on. Some of them unknown to you, which you have a duty to try to discover. And some of them that you'll never be able to know. But one question you might ask yourself, one question that I have been asked, even though I didn't think of it myself, was, is your name white enough? Okay. So what made me think of this? There's a CNN article that I stumbled upon, and it says, the title is, and I'll put a link to it in the description. It says, a black man got a job interview after he changed the name on his resume. Now he's suing for discrimination. And then later down in the study, in the article, it quotes a study by the National Bureau of Economic Research and says that name bias is prevalent in the hiring process. Okay. So I don't know about this guy's situation, of course, but you know, in this country that we live in, there is a history of racism, and maybe you've experienced that, or maybe it could potentially impact the match or the ERAS application or something. Well, someone told me, have you thought about changing your name? An orthopedic surgeon, when I reapplied, asked me, have you thought about changing your name? Okay, this was a white orthopedic surgeon asking me this. And this was I believe, sincere advice saying, hey, like, you know, you want to match, obviously. And I did want to match. And my name is Khaled, Khaled. It's not that difficult to pronounce, honestly. It's not that, you know, foreign. There's a famous DJ with the same exact name. And my last name, Abdel Ghani. You could say Abdel Ghani, Abdel Ghani. It's also like not super hard. I mean, people don't really struggle. But he suggested, you know, maybe you can go with Khal, Khal. Or you can do Abdel, Abdel. And so, you know, I ended up not changing my name. Of course, I didn't match into orthopedic surgery. I matched into radiology. But it's just food for thought. It's something that I would advise the reapplicant to consider because I was told to consider it. And because I do believe that if you have a name, and I just want to be blunt with you, I want to be honest with you. If your name is 15 letters long, your first name, and it's super hard to pronounce, it might present a challenge. It might not. I don't know. But I'm saying you should think about it. You could think about something, what's important to you. If you're super tied to your culture, your identity, who you are, and your name is a big part of that, then maybe you're never going to change it, and maybe that's totally fine, of course. But maybe you don't really care, and you're paying a price for something you don't even value. If racism is playing a role or discrimination is playing a role, of course, there's no way to know, okay? But I think if your name is 15 or 20 letters long and it's super hard to pronounce, you might consider a nickname that still captures the essence of your name. You might consider it. I'm trying to be very conservative here. I'm not telling you you have to. I'm saying you might consider. You know, so that's how I'm talking to you, because it's something I thought about briefly. Should I change my name to Khal, or should I put a nickname in my ERAS application? So, you know, it's advice that I got. Being a reapplicant is super hard. Being a first-time applicant is hard. And you never know if it's going to open doors or close doors based on your identity, based on your name, based on how you sound.